Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Monday and a great beginning to your week. Well, today I'm working on the Golden Phoenix that I got from, hang on, Paint Some Way is where I got this. Isn't it beautiful? That looks like a picture of one of those antique robes from China, done in the emperor's colors. They're just so beautiful. And it is 60 by 60. Turn that up just a bit so you can see it. Hopefully it's not too shiny. All right, and I'm working with color number 8, which is 741. It's the background color for this side. And I was going to show you. So I'm working right here on this flower in this area right here. Trying to fill it up as we go. So, what has everybody been up to today? I know. I didn't get a video done this morning. It's just been nuts since I about got up. I got up early and I sat there and I sat there and I sat there. And then I was thinking about my check because yesterday was payday. So I was going to go. I have to do the 3 bank things on Monday. Yeah, it's special that way when I get paid. And so I got ready about 9:30, and there's no way I could, on a Monday, and the traffic that's in town, could have gotten to 3 different banks because I had to pay rent and all that. Yeah, no. So I ended up just going to work. Yeah. And then work was just busier than crap. Just a mess. So I guess I get to do the bank thing tomorrow. But we're going to do a stitch with me video today. I just need to do some stitching to come down off of how many people there were. It was just insane. I think between the boss and I, she got there at 6. I left at 6 p.m. So she was there at 6 a.m. And we did $3,000, between the two of us, $3,000 worth of business. It was insane. Because we're at 285, which is the highway. It's called 285. Well, they had I-70, which is north of where I live, closed. So people had to come through here to come and go from Denver. Because it's closed because of mudslides. Because last year they had a big fire along I-70. I don't know if you ever saw anything about that. So the land is just not good. So when it pours and rains, they get mudslides. It's great. So that's why there was so much traffic coming and going from our place. It was horrible. But see, when my daughter and I go to Denver or have to go to Cheyenne, we go down that 285. We don't go all the way to I-70 because it's probably 60 miles from us here. So where I live, it's just easier to get on 285 and come in the back way of Denver. Of course, you have to go, all the way to I-70, like cross town or whatever, but that's not nearly as bad as taking I-70, and it's a mess. I-70's always been a mess. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've run up and down that road between there and Copper Mountain, which is probably a good 120 some miles from Denver. But it's where we usually turned off, and then we have to go all the way up through a mountain pass to Leadville. So we always came that way, but I don't know, my daughter and I, it's just easier to get on 285 and take it and go that way instead of going all the way across the map, so to speak, to get on I-70. So, and usually it's not nearly as hectic as I-70 because it's 4 lanes. It's a national interstate, like I-80. So yeah, we were a bit busy. So I was glad to get the heck out of Dodge today. I was done. Yesterday, my daughter and I got to go to, what do you call it, the Gold Rush days. Actually, all it is a bunch of vendors, and it's just terribly expensive. So we walked around there, and then we went and did the adventure part of the whole thing, going up to 4 Mile. So that's what the name of that area is. And we didn't go very long or anything. We were gone maybe an hour, you know, walking around there and taking all those pictures that I took. So that wasn't too bad. And the kids, they got to stay home, so we didn't have them. Okay, what is the deal? That just looks weird. Why does that look weird? And last night when I got home, I came home, took a 2-hour nap. I was pretty much fried. Oh, I see what I did. I missed the whole edge. Hang on, I'm looking for my needle threader. Didn't watch much on Netflix. I worked on Midnight Watch. I think that's what it's called, by Blackbird. The one with the cat and the moon. A little bit. I don't care what it's called. I really like it. And I'm doing it on wheat, the Ghana. So I just got a little bit of the border done last night. I was just fried from walking around. First one place and then the next. They had a bunch of tents in town, and we thought, well, maybe they put the food separately, you know. Not that we were looking for food, because we weren't planning on buying that. It wasn't even time for dinner or supper or whatever. And we thought it was something else. And we parked finally and got out and walked, and it wasn't too much of anything. It's where they started the burro races, but that had already come and gone, so yeah, not much there. We went down a back road and we tried to get home, and the traffic was horrible, and so that's why I didn't go to the grocery store so to cash my check. Would have had one step done, right? No. And today I am just not in the mood. Not at all. I am going to stay home. I fixed hamburger last night to make Maid-Rites with, so I'd have that. And I don't know if I'm going to take some of that and put it in a quesadilla. Every once in a while I'll add the taco meat to the quesadilla, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a plan, and it's easy. It's an easy plan. We like easy plans because today was horrible. Just horrible. And I don't know if I told you, but somebody ran into the long part of the building and pulled off some of the fascia and everything. It was a mess. I guess an RV thought that the edge of the building was the same height as the canopy, because we have a big canopy, of course. 4 lanes of fuel station. And I don't know what they were thinking that day. I'm trying to figure out which way to go. So, yeah, but it didn't hurt it hurt the top of the building, but it's not like they ran into the building. They just ripped that whole edge right off, about, 10 feet of it with their RV, and that whole edge just fell right off. that had our soffit lights, and yeah, it was great. So I guess that happened on Saturday, maybe? The day my daughter and I went to Walmart, because we went to Walmart, and then we went and got lunch. It was just us, again, because she had to do some, what do you call it, school and birthday shopping, because my grandson's birthday's the 10th, I think. And, yeah, so we didn't take them, so we stopped at McDonald's and hailed lunch and went back home. And on our way home, they texted us that they'd hit that side of that building, so I think it was pretty much Saturday. So I'm just kind of happy to sit down and stitch for a while. I worked on a little bit on Bristol. Okay, I know, I got 3 of those going. This is the one from Hands Across the Sea. Yeah. Kind of like that one. But I only put in a few letters. And those letters are real dense, so it takes a hot moment to make even one. So, what is going on here? And, so I didn't do too much on that, so I went to the Midnight Watch and did a little bit of it. So I don't know what I'll work on tonight. I just kind of keep going from one thing to the next. Just as long as I'm stitching, we're good. But I'll tell you, I have fried. My daughter and I didn't have to drive very far to go to that place we went to yesterday to go walking around. It's maybe 3 or 4 miles outside of town, maybe. That'd be pushing it. It's not very far. So, and we hadn't been on that side where we took all the pictures. We usually go in the other direction and then meet up down at the lake. But since that water was so high, there was no shoreline. And so we opted to come down this place. We knew we weren't going to cross it or be beside it very long, so didn't find too many great looking rocks. We always pick up rocks. We have to take rocks. So, and that was the only high water that I had seen. Sorry about Molly. She's on the loose. She's yapping at her friends that she hadn't got to talk to all day because I was at work. Tomorrow I work 2 to 10. So, that's great. 2 days like that, and then I'm done and back home again. Yay! I can handle that much. That orange that I'm stitching with is almost the same color as the orange that's right there. I don't even know if you can tell that there's extra stitches that I gotta stitch in there. I didn't think about that when I was picking a color. I was like, okay, let's find the biggest space. So I went with the background. And they sent you a whole nother, what do you call, don't want to say skein, but hank, shall we call it? Maybe? I don't know what constitutes a hank. But see, there's extra thread. I tried to go to bed last night about 11 o'clock, and that wasn't happening for me. I didn't go to sleep till about 2:30. I don't know what is up with that. some days are just like that. I like the way this is because it's so, the background is just kind of scattered evenly. It's not like you have to do one whole part and then do all the background, kind of like, what do you call it? Yin and yang. It's got more background to it. I was going to get it out, but this was laying there and I went, yep, we're done. Whatever's easier, because it'd take me a hot moment to go find yin and yang. For sure. This only has 22 colors in it. And it's straight cross stitch. So that's a good thing. But my daughter and I just needed to get out, go see the river, and, you know, just do something without the kids, because they've been hanging fire. They've only got 3 more weeks and they go back to school. Can't believe it already. But they got to go camping a few times here this summer, so they're all good about that. And they get to go every once in a while to Boys and Girls Club. They're open, I think, till 5:30, something like that. I think it's 8:30 to 5:30 in the summer, and then in the winter, they're open till 6. Maybe 6, 6:30. I don't know. Maybe they're open till 7. I think they're open till 7 in the wintertime. So, that's a good thing. But it keeps them interested in learning in school, and they get to do special projects and stuff. And they can both go now. It's awesome. We like that. When we just want to get out. Well, that was special. Got it all but one thread. Let me try to... If I could just see what the heck I'm doing. That is the sharp end. Okay. And when I can't get it back in the needle, I just tie a knot. I know, don't judge my back, because it's a mess. It always is on a counted cross stitch. For some reason. Where did I put it? Sorry, guys. Molly! Hang on. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Jeez Louise. I guess somebody's dog got loose. She had to go have a drink. I shut the door so she can't escape on me. Oh, I need a drink of coffee. Hey, I don't think so. Go lay down. She was trying to sneak out the door again. She thinks I'm not paying attention. I have great peripheral vision. Get up there and lay down. So I watched Brenda and Lora. They had some pretty stuff. And let's see, who else did I watch? I watched Hands Across the Sea, Nicola. That sampler somebody made for her is just absolutely stunning. Just beautiful. I want to say Feast of Friendship, but I don't think that is. I think this lady, and I can't remember who she's with, designs her own stuff. But it was kind of a friendship sampler, and I'd have to watch it again to write down the name of the company. I don't know if it's on Etsy or separate, has her own website. Not a clue. But it sure was pretty, and she made it for her and then put her... I guess this was somebody that she had known for years that made this for her. And who else did I watch? I can't remember. Sometimes I'm paying attention and sometimes not so much. Well, we almost got that little bit done. And then I get to go in the other direction. See where I'm at here. There's a line for the, what do you call it? The grid. It's all in the same place, so it's a little hard to see where the dots, not dots, but the edges of the squares are. Makes it a little difficult, but this is the only difficult part. Well, hell, I can handle that. See, it kind of looks like it's black, but it's not. That's it. Next color. Hush! What is the problem? Yeah, I did. Well, we'll have to go down here and finish this X before I go any further, because I hate to have to go back later on. No, we'll just get it done. This is going to be so pretty when it's done. I can't even see where I'm stitching. It just keeps coming at me. I got it folded in half because it's so big. It's probably 20 inches across. It's a 60 by 60 centimeter. So that's why it's so big. I have some that are round that are 50 by 50. Yeah, it's amazing. I can sit down and stitch, and within a half an hour, 45 minutes, I'm totally relaxed. Sometimes I'm so relaxed I need to go to bed. But that don't happen too often, but I'm relaxed enough to stitch that my stitches aren't all too tight or some crazy thing. Every once in a while I'll get a heavy hand and have to go back and back it out because I've stitched far too tight. So I'm sorry this is so late today. We'll try to get on the stick tomorrow. Tomorrow's floss tube day, so I should have that done way before. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be about it today. Get rid of this needle, or not needle, but the thread. And then I can lay it down flat. So there's one more symbol here and one more symbol there. And then there's some green, so 2 symbols on this side, maybe 3. And I'll have that part done. But it's going to be beautiful. I'd like to work on the phoenix, but you know, we'll see. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. And that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you tomorrow. God bless. Keep stitching. Bye-bye.